make more chat up there in the face-off. What was said today?
I really don't care. I don't know what he was saying. He was saying something. I wasn't listening. I was saying something. He probably wasn't listening. But I just wanted to walk up with like a brick. I wanted to walk up like a little Tetris piece, and play with him one last time. I knew it was the last time I get to play with him, But all I got to really say, my real final closing statement, everything here is just something real simple, Bing, bop, boom, bop, bam. The type of shit I'm on, Brock wouldn't understand. The type of skill I'm on, he can't comprehend. 2-time world champ, he can't touch this man. You know what I'm saying? And that's what tomorrow night's going to be about, man. Just a great American fighter, like they've been saying in the promos, future Hall of Famer, and just really a fighter that's not done. And this is my opening statement of what I'm going to do tomorrow against Brock Jarvis, and just let the world know that Keith Thurman is back. Looking forward to more fights later this year. If, No Limit Promotions would like to make the Tim Tszyu fight, Tim Tszyu needs to get a victory off of his 2 losses. And, that is a fight that we can make happen. I know there's more fights in the world for me, tons of fighters in this light middleweight division. So, I'm looking forward to the whole world, all the great fighters back in America, back in the States, and potentially coming back for the Tszyu fight. But, of course, first and foremost, tomorrow night, we've got to handle business.
You've climbed that mountain a couple of times before, Keith, WBC, WBA. What's motivating you now to keep going now? Tim Tszyu is a big one for you to get down here, but to get back to that top world level, we know you can do it in terms of your physicality, in terms of you being able to speak and promote a fight, but what's motivating you deep down? Is it what you were talking about yesterday with your family and your kids, and happy birthday as well to your daughter, but is that what's that fire in you that's got you going in, ready for one last tilt?
No, it's just really, there's something... There's different things in life. I've had a very philosophical approach to life outside of the ring. And my wife being a Hindu, there's a very special philosophy in the Sanatan Dharma. And the word is Dharma. Dharma is your duty and the work that you do in this life. And for me, the work that I've done is always the work of a fighter. And that duty is not over. Of course, there's many things that I believe that will open up in my life. Obviously I'm fine on the analytical side, breaking down fights. I could be asking questions to fighters, hosting interviews, doing analytical work, being a trainer, motivational speaker. I love all these other aspects outside of the ring. But my true dharma, my true duty in life is a fighter. And I've been a fighter my whole life. And at 36 years young, I just don't think that it's over. And so what's really keeping me going is the legacy of the former legacies, of the champions that were, and the long careers that they have had. And it motivates me to have the longest career that I can have. There will be a day, and that day is coming soon. At 36 years old, what do I have left? 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, So how many years do I have left in the sport of boxing, Even if we were just to add 10 more years, I could fight till I'm 46 years old, which is very unprecedented today. But if it was to happen, it's still the last 10 years of my career. So whether it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, no matter what, there will be a day that I have to hang the gloves up for good. But that day's not today. That day's not tomorrow. And because of that reason, that's why I'm motivated. I want to see what I can do at this stage of my career. I want to climb the ladder again. I want to be a 3-time world champion. And at this division, it would make me a 2-divisional 3-time world champion, which will just look better on the resume when they do finally put me in the Hall of Fame.
If you put on a dominant performance, like an early knockout tomorrow, is there a chance you'd leapfrog Tim Tszyu and go into those big American fights that you mentioned, or is Tim Tszyu next?
Yeah, look, Tim Tszyu has to win his fight. It's easy to say, oh, Tim Tszyu is next. That's what we can do here in Sydney. right? Like you just said, there are fights in America. If the contract came to me that has more action to it, more hype behind it, I don't mind. But why did Keith Thurman really come down to Australia? It's to hunt down Tim Tszyu, to remind him that I never forgot that contract that I signed. And if I don't get no other fight this year, I'll be more than willing, more than happy to be a dance partner and to complete the contract that once was and can still be manifested this year, 2025.
Do you think Charlo ever comes back in this division?
I love Thurman Charlo. You know, I love Thurman versus the world. You know, but you know, you see what the banner looks like right now. Thurman versus Jarvis. You know, it's Thurman versus everybody, if you ask me. So I like it. I like good fights like that. Those are the names, and those are the type of fights that I would be eager to sign and make happen. But obviously, a fight like that would be completed in the States.
What do you think he's going to do? Like, obviously, he's been out for a long time. If you had to have a bet
I mean,
on it, where do you think
maybe he finds a way to have his comeback fight sometime this year and try to do, you know, big things again in the division. So obviously, it's just inactivity. So, you know, just like me, after 3 years, you know, boxing is like that. Once you get active, they can't say that you're inactive, and you just got to keep that ball rolling, and then you can change the story, right? The story of life happens day by day, play by play, you know, hour by hour, minute by minute, you know. Life is a continuum. So if you don't like the story that is today, you can make changes today or tomorrow that will slightly start to change what people are saying, since you guys do all the writing. You guys create the narratives when it comes to what's going on in a fighter in his career. Oh, he hasn't done nothing. He's been world champion. What do you mean this guy's done nothing? He hasn't done nothing lately. And that's what it is about boxing. We're looking for the hot news, the latest news, the news of today, the story of today. Every single one of you, you want your highlight, you want your paragraph to be better. You want the people to click on your page more than the other guy. And so you're finding that story, that hot news, that hot story, and you're trying to be relevant with the times. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's the world that we live in today. So fighters just need to understand what the boxing world is like, what the industry is like. Don't hate the game, understand the game, and just play it better, baby. Get back in action and give people something positive to write about. So I hope he has some type of comeback fight this year, or signs a contract with me. So let's go.
Is there any thoughts, given that you're, you know, after time out of the ring, that you want to maybe drag this one out and get some ring time underneath you, or do you want to finish this as quickly as possible?
Oh, it doesn't really matter. You know, at the end of the day, a fight's a fight. We can get plenty of rounds in sparring as we get ready for the next fight. It's up to him. I asked him, I begged him, I want him to make a promise. Please get past the first round, Barack. Please, can you do it for me, the fans, everyone paying for pay-per-view? Please get past the first round. Let's make it a good night of boxing.
Do you think he will?
I don't know. I got two judges here. We'll know tomorrow night.